Hi guys, it is Life on Other Planets, and I'm here to continue the final video of the Illuminati one-on-one series. So right now we have the continuing about rituals, which are the ceremonies that takes place. So these rituals are visible signs of invisible grace. It is not traditions. It is not something that needs to be passed down. It is something that you solely need to keep up with. It has to do with atonement, consecration, burnt offerings, anointment, consecration, burnt offerings, atonement, and festivals, which is remembrance. God rejects sacrifices accompanied by iniquity or lack justice. This means forcing God's hand. So anytime you try to force God's hand, you really don't want to do that unless you know what you're doing. Okay, the 7 deadly sins are pride, envy, wrath, sloth, greed, gluttony, and lust. Okay, all wrongdoing is sin, which is sex. Okay, and what basically what um I'm sorry about that. Basically what that spiritual vampires are. Spiritual vampires are people who just get under your skin. You can look up Babarisha, Babessia, and that is a blood pathogen that basically spikes your nervous system. And how you combat that is with liver magic. You have to detox your body. Okay? The yin and yang symbol means merging of the mind and heart is to be at complete peace. Okay? The doors to the enemy is, well, the enemy is just the devil. So it's not enemies. It's just one enemy, the devil. And the army coming against God or whatever. You don't have to think thousands of people hate you or whatever. So the doors to the enemies or to the enemy or enemies, whatever you want to say, doesn't matter. It's unrepentant sin, unforgiveness, resentment/bitterness, trauma, acting out in anger, drunkenness, drugs, occult practices, sexual immortality, and adultery. Okay? Eve's curse is greatly multiplied pain in childbearing. To term and her relationship dealt with conflict because there was no one there during the 9 months that she was pregnant. During the moment she got pregnant and had that baby, she was alone. So the curse is eating something you shouldn't. That's why you shouldn't eat something you shouldn't. That's why black people say, what you eat don't make me shit. Okay. Okay, here's what the Bible addresses. Bible addresses lying with a high frequency. Lie, liar, deceit, falsity, or false. God is the source of truth, not consciousness. Lying is forbidden, but stories are not. Fear is pride. Consequences of lying is judgment on earth. There is no karma, there is no justice. Okay? So, what do the devil do with this information? The devil trumps. The devil trumps at this information. The power of sound, praise, is metaphorically the faith frequency, and that's also what the Bible addresses. Sound is the sound of worship. When you speak, it is God. It is consciousness. It is the only thing we have. It is the truth. And everybody will soon see when we yell God for help. When we yell God for help. Light tracking is also addressed in the Bible as following God's light for guidance and protection. The only emotions the Bible addresses that I could find is love, joy, anger, compassion, and grief. Children are the only blessings that God can ever give us. It is the only blessing. It is the greatest thing on earth. And I want to say one more thing that I posted on Instagram a few months ago. And it's been stuck in my mind. I'm sorry, I'm loading Instagram right now. I'm not really prepared, even though I'm trying to prepare myself to get this information out for you guys. But I think that, this is it for now. I think this is as profound as I want things to be right now. Okay, here we go. Oops, excuse me. There's a little bit of music. So it says temple as body. The body is my temple. Okay, and it lists, I guess, the chakras, the brain, lungs, heart, some chest, kidneys, gut, and then the sexual organs. Okay, so I said because Eve ate the apple, was it another man? Because clearly it was another woman hunching. What if Cain and Abel gave God fruits and earth plants like nuts, and God said, "Now eat it"? Did you know Cain is Enoch's father? LOL. What if in the beginning God said to go into life for two stones, flint and steel, and started? Life, nigga. Spirituality is a journey through the trial of tears, but it is Noah and the ark, and the reason is the violence, not evil we create. You cannot help insecure people, and misery loves company. The clues you are looking for is called a timeline when you're entering quantum realms. They told us we only use 10% of our brain, and conspiracy theories said dinosaurs were big birds with little brains. B, of course, it was a bald ego. Anyways, the trees are going extinct because they're getting smaller. I heard that in like 2016. And there is nothing in the world that I would love more to see is a witch get booed while a bird is hanging off her shoulders, flying away. The only thing we have is not symbols, it is language. Did you know trees cannot produce sound? It is the wind. Squirrels hunt, bro, like for sport. Jason Voorhees is the biggest movie franchise because he died a little boy and came out a grown-ass man. Kill them, Jason, his mother said. He cut her head off and put her in the fridge. Fridge, I believe. That was the vision that Jason Voorhees had. The 2000s were so unhinged, we have Illuminati conspiracy theories about music. I already talked about this. I said, why did my mama watch that rocket ship not make it through the sky? The only thing killing the planet is these rundown cities and trash they're strategically putting out because of 400 years of slavery. The most dangerous thing in America is a black man with a book. The 10 Commandments are 13 and the ending is astrology, i.e. you. The only thing new under the sun is the moon and the stars. And Eve cursed with menstruation in the wild. So did Cain curse the land first? LOL. Then I said God is consciousness, big six, but I was wrong. God is not consciousness. God is the truth. And that's the end of my video. Good night, everybody.